We're standing here in the Brooklyn Museum looking at the magnificent screen with the Siege of Belgrade and hunting scene. This folding screen from Mexico was actually inspired by Japanese folding screens. They call it a biombo, which comes from the Japanese word for, you guessed it, folding screen. Indeed, a biombo is a word that would have been used in the Spanish colony, which is now Mexico. At this point in time, Mexico was part of the Viceroyalty of New Spain, which spanned throughout the southwestern United States, Mexico, and Central America. The viceroy, the administrator for the king, was Jose Sarmiento de Valladares, and he owned this object. The viceroy's first wife was, interestingly, a descendant from the line of Montezuma II, who was the Aztec ruler who died during the Battle of Tenochtitlan. Sound familiar? During the Spanish conquest. With his colony in the New World, the King of Spain looked to Japan for inspiration. Early in the 17th century, there was this interest in Japanese objects that were coming to Mexico from the Philippines, which was also controlled by Spain. They were trading folding screens, lacquerware boxes, ivory goods, and other luxury items. Now let's take a look at the screen. If we look at the base and at the top of the screen, there is black that resembles Japanese lacquer. As lacquer boxes were coming into Mexico, there was a kind of craze for Japanese goods. The bottom elements have beautifully detailed Japanese landscape elements, with decorative floral patterns bordering the entire screen. Take a look at the battle side of the screen. Our initial reaction is absolute chaos. This screen was taken from a Dutch print painting depicting the Great Turkish War that lasted from 1683 to 1699. This is actually the Battle of Belgrade. It was between members of the Habsburg Empire, the Spanish Empire, and the Ottoman Turks. The Habsburg were the family that controlled Spain and controlled much of the New World, but were also in control of Central Europe. This battle image served to visually connect New Spain with the power of the Habsburgs. What makes this screen so spectacular are the formal elements. Just take in the delicacy of the thin painting. It's almost like drawing. We also see these areas that are wonderfully illuminated where the material used is shell. This screen is part of the only known surviving encanchado. Encanchado means shell inlay, so this is a shell-encrusted biombo. This screen was composed using a combination of oil painting and mother of pearl that has been placed into the screen itself. Now we take a look at the other side. As we can tell, it feels much more relaxed and embellished. The decorative border hangs and resembles textile. It is a hunting scene, but beyond that, it is showcasing the artist's ability to create a stunning landscape scene.